Hello and welcome to The Real Film. We are here to provide you with a list of the best 10 action-adventure movies of 2022 on Netflix. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Bullet Train. Bullet Train is a 2022 American action comedy film directed by David Leitch. The film stars Brad Pitt as Ladybug, a former hitman who must battle fellow killers while riding a bullet train. In the movie, Yuichi Kimura, the father, boards a bullet train in Tokyo in search of his son, Wataru's attacker. Meanwhile, guided by his handler Maria Beetle, operative Ladybug is assigned to retrieve a briefcase full of cash from the same train, replacing a sick colleague, Carver. Ladybug is reluctant, as his recent string of bad luck during his jobs resulted in accidental deaths. Also on the train are two English assassin brothers codenamed Lemon and Tangerine, who just rescued a man, the son, from kidnappers and are taking him and the briefcase to his father, a Russian-born Yakuza boss called the White Death. On Rotten Tomatoes, 54% of 328 critics gave the film a positive review, with an average rating of 5.6. Number 9. Lou. Lou is a 2022 American action thriller film directed by Anna Forster. The movie was set, in 1986, on Orcas Island in Washington. Lou, a loner living with her dog Jax, goes to the village to buy some supplies. She talks to the sheriff about her arthritis and he tells her a copper bracelet could help her condition. A mother, Hannah, plays hide-and-seek with her young daughter, V, outside their home. Lou, her landlady, stops by on her way back home to say the rent is due the next day. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 69% of 50 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 6.2. Number 8. Beast. Beast is a 2022 survival action horror film directed by Baltasar Kormákur. It follows a widowed father and his two teenage daughters who visit a South African game reserve but must fight to survive when they are stalked and attacked by a ferocious, rogue, man-killing lion. In the movie, recently widowed Dr. Nate Samuels and his daughters, Meredith and Nora, arrive at the Mopani Reserve in South Africa for a vacation. Nate reunites with his old friend, Martin Battles, a biologist and Mopani manager, who introduced Nate and his wife. Martin takes Nate and the girls to the village where Nate's wife grew up. Nate confides to Martin his guilt over being distant following his and his wife's separation, after which she developed terminal cancer. The trip is to reconnect with his daughters. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, 68% of 205 reviews are positive, with an average rating of 0.6. Number 7. Ambulance. Ambulance is a 2022 American heist action thriller film directed and co-produced by Michael Bay and written by Chris Fedek. In the movie, former Marine and Afghanistan veteran Will Sharp, desperately in need of $231,000 for his wife Amy's experimental cancer surgery, reaches out to Danny, his adoptive brother and a lifelong criminal, who talks him into taking part in a $32 million bank heist. Though initially hesitant, Will agrees after Danny reaffirms that he is doing this for Amy. The plan nearly succeeds until Officer Zach Parker, who goes to the bank to ask out a bank teller, discovers the situation and is held hostage by Danny. A shootout then occurs between one of the heist members and Zach's partner Officer Mark. The Special Investigations Section, SIS, of the LAPD arrives, killing or arresting the whole crew except Will and Danny, who retreat towards the garage. Zach attempts to escape and during a scuffle between him and Danny, he is accidentally shot by Will. Leaving Zach to die, the brothers attempt to exit through the back of the building but find it surrounded by police. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 68% of 248 critics gave the film a positive review, with an average rating of 5.8. Number 6. Athena. Athena is a 2022 French epic action drama film directed by Romain Gavras, from a screenplay by Gavras, Laj Lee, and Elias Belketter. In the movie, Abdel, an Algerian French soldier, holds a press conference outside a police station after his 13-year-old brother Ider dies in hospital, after 3 apparent policemen beat him and left him for dead. He appeals for calm, but a group of youth, led by Abdel's brother Karim, disrupt the press conference by tossing a Molotov cocktail and raiding the police station. After stealing a weapons locker and a police van, the youth head back to their banlieue Athena, where Abdel also grew up. They begin to barricade themselves, and the residents of Athena, inside the housing complex. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 83% of 53 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 7.90. Number 5. The Lost City. The Lost City 5 is a 2022 American action-adventure comedy film directed by the Ney brothers. It stars Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum as a romance novelist and her cover model respectively who must escape a billionaire, Daniel Radcliffe, and find the lost ancient city described in one of her books. The movie starts with Loretta Sage, a grumpy middle-aged woman, writes romance-adventure novels centered on a fictional heroine, Dr. Angela Lovemore, and her romantic interest, Dash McMahon. To promote the latest Lovemore book, her publisher, Beth Hatten, insists that Loretta embark on a book tour with Alan Caprizan, the book's cover model for Dash, despite her reclusiveness after her husband's death. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 79% based on 265 reviews, with an average rating of 6.4. Number 4. RRR. RRRA is a 2022 Indian Telugu language epic action drama film directed by S.S. Rajamouli. It centers around fictional versions of two Indian revolutionaries, Alluri Sitaramaraju, Charan, and Kamaram Bhim, Ramarao, their friendship and their fight against the British Raj. The movie was set, in 1920, during the British Raj. Administrator Scott Buxton and his wife Catherine visit a forest in Adilabad, where they abduct Molly, a young girl with a talent for artistry, from the Gond tribe. Enraged by the act, the tribe's guardian Kamaram Bhim embarks to Delhi with the intent of rescuing her, under the guise of a Muslim man named Akhtar. Elsewhere, the Nizamate of Hyderabad, sympathetic to the Raj, warns Scott's office of the impending danger. Undeterred, Catherine enlists the assistance of A. Ramaraju, an ambitious officer in the Indian Imperial Police to quell the threat. Embarking on his new assignment, Raju and his uncle, Venkat Swarulu, attend several pro-independence gatherings in the hopes of finding clues. His opinions attract the attention of Lashu, Bhim's gullible aide. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 95% of 94 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 8.20. Number 3. The Northman. The Northman is a 2022 American epic historical action thriller film directed by Robert Eggers, who co-wrote the screenplay with Sion. The plot centers on Amleth, a Viking prince who sets out on a quest to avenge the murder of his father. The film is heavily influenced by Norse mythology. The movie was set, in AD 895, where King Orvandil returns to the fictional island of Hrathensee after his overseas conquests, reuniting with his wife, Queen Gudrun, and his heir, Prince Amleth. To prepare Amleth for his eventual ascension, the father and son participate in a ceremony overseen by Orvandil's jester, Hymir. Hymir tells Amleth that his destiny is fixed and cannot be escaped, and Amleth vows to avenge his father if Orvandil is ever slain, rather than live his life in shame. The next morning, Amleth's bastard uncle Fjolnir stages a palace coup, personally beheads Orvandil, sacks the hill fort and carries away Gudrun. Amleth narrowly escapes Fjolnir's assassins and flees by boat, swearing vengeance. The review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes reported an approval rating of 89% based on 368 reviews, with an average rating of 7.7. Number 2. The Woman King. The Woman King is a 2022 American historical action drama film about the Agojia, the all-female warrior unit that protected the West African kingdom of Dahomey during the 17th to 19th centuries. Set in the 1820s, the film stars Viola Davis as a general who trains the next generation of warriors to fight their enemies. In the West African kingdom of Dahomey in 1823, General Naniska, leader of the all-female group of warriors, the Agojia, liberates Dahomeyan women who were abducted by slavers from the Oyo Empire. This provokes King Gezo of Dahomey to prepare for an all-out war with the Oyo. Naniska begins to train a new generation of warriors to join the Agojia to protect the kingdom. Among these warriors is Nyawi, a strong-willed girl who was offered by her father to the king after refusing to marry men who would beat her. Nyawi befriends Izogi, a veteran Agojia. She also reveals to Naniska that she is adopted and shows a birthmark on her left shoulder, shocking Naniska. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 94% of 252 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 7.8. Number 1. Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is a 2022 American action drama film directed by Joseph Kosinski and written by Aaron Kruger, Eric Warren Singer, and Christopher McQuarrie from stories by Peter Craig and Justin Marks. The film is a sequel to the 1986 film Top Gun. Tom Cruise reprises his starring role as the naval aviator Maverick. More than 30 years after graduating from Top Gun, United States Navy Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell is a test pilot. Despite many achievements, repeated insubordination has kept him from flag rank. His friend and former Top Gun rival, Admiral Tom "Iceman" Kazansky, now commander of the Pacific Fleet, often protects Maverick. Rear Admiral Chester Hammer Kane plans to cancel Maverick's hypersonic Dark Star scramjet program in favor of funding drones. To save the program, Maverick unilaterally changes the target speed for the day's test from Mach 9 to the final contract specification of Mach 10. However, the prototype is destroyed when he cannot resist pushing beyond Mach 10. Iceman again saves Maverick's career by assigning him to the Top Gun school at NAS North Island for his next assignment, but Kane tells Maverick that the era of manned fighter aircraft will soon be over. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 96% of 459 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 8.2. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe to our channel and see more videos related to all-time great classic videos suggestions.